So, myself and Carol have got 47 years police experience. Carol being a support worker for 17 years. Myself, a career detective. I've spent 30 years in West Yorkshire Police. I've been a detective at every rank. I've done every job there is to do on a murder inquiry. And in my last 3 years of my 30 years, I took charge of some 26 murders, some 24 suspicious incidents, which is the attempted murders, numerous sexual assaults, 50 suspicious deaths, and also during my career I was an hostage negotiator, so I've seen a vast amount of police work, and Carol supported me through that, and at the end of that, through all the court cases, you walk away at the end of 30 years, but then as we did that, people have said to us, you have a lot of stories to tell. You got commended for some of the work, there's some great highs and lows of that experience. Why don't you write a book? Now let me tell you, I never ever intended to write any book about police work, factual or otherwise, but having left the police service after 30 years of such an high profile career, 4 years later people have kept saying this, and we decided to put together our own personal feelings but transform it into fiction. Some of the incidents we've endured, some of the personal experiences we endured as a couple throughout the long hours and the hard work and the stress of the families and the court cases, and the effect it had on his own families. And we suddenly started writing, and our first book, Deadly Focus, came into life. I wrote the story, the outline of it. Carol adds the characters, the emotion to the storyline, and really gets the story to live and breathe a lot better than what it would.
I also wanted Bob to write because he's got so many funny stories and so many sad stories to tell, and I think that they're really, really interesting, and I thought people would like to hear about the man who actually took charge of these murders rather than reading from somebody's own imagination. So he tells it as it actually is, how the feelings that he has while he's dealing with these incidents, these heinous crimes. Within 6 weeks, Bob had actually written 120,000 words in longhand. And from that I actually typed up 120,000 words, and that's the reason why I know, because I did a spell check. And from that, Deadly Focus was formed.
I think the bonus about it is that because in real life situations, the actual emotion that you get on a serious inquiry, and if you're the person in charge, not only are you sort of the victim's family borrows you for a while and your own family suffers, and Carol's lived through that. So the difference between our writing of crime, what's the difference, and people ask us this, what is it that you bring to a crime novel that perhaps other people don't? And I would suggest that what we bring to it is our own personal and emotional experience. So our characters of Jack Dylan, who's the main lead character, the D.I in that, and Jen, his partner, are based loosely, and I say loosely because of some of the things that goes on ourselves. But I think Carol really, draws out that emotion from me. I'll write the storyline and I'll say things as an example. We now go to the mortuary, and then I'll move quickly on.
And I actually say to you, and how does it feel when you go to the mortuary? What does it feel like? How are you feeling?
What does it look like?
Yeah, what does it look like? I've never been to a mortuary, thank goodness, and I know a lot of other people haven't been to a mortuary. So how does it actually feel to walk into a mortuary? What does it smell like? I want to know what that feels like, and I think if I can get him to tell me that, and we can put that in the books, then people know that's what it really does feel like.
As we said earlier, we go back and we go through every word, every sentence, every paragraph and every chapter to make sure hopefully it works and that we're happy with it, and then if we're happy with it, we hope that anybody that reads it are happy with it, and really we're just enjoying a new career, and we hope people enjoy our writing, and we'd like to think that you're going to love Jack Dylan.